Welcome back, everybody. I'm Phil. That's Sam.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are Bars and Barbells.
And we're checking out Ozzy Osbourne today. We're coming back to him. Unfortunately, he passed away not too long ago. Rest in peace to Ozzy. And the last one that we did from Ozzy Osbourne was
Bark at the Moon.
Bark at the Moon. And the previous one we did was No More Tears. We've gotten into Crazy Train. We've done some Black Sabbath. But this is much, much further along in his career. It came out when?
In 2002.
2002, and I think the album came out in 2001. This was released as a single in 2002, Dreamer. And I saw a lot of people, obviously want to pay tribute to Ozzy, come back to him and remember, he's so influential, obviously, in music, right? And so we wanted to come back and do something from him. And I saw a lot of people were doing Mama, I'm Coming Home. And from what I gathered from that, it was a reflective, it's like kind of, he's passed on, he's moved on, I'm coming home idea. That's the theme of the song. And I think, the other one was Dreamer that was out there. And I think this one seemingly is going to remember Ozzy in a more positive light, what his views were for the future. That's kind of the gist that we've gotten from the song description here. And I felt like that was maybe a better way to remember Ozzy. And, not saying that, there aren't times to grieve and remember and be sad, but I think also remembering the positive influence that Ozzy
inspiration.
had. Yeah, he was really inspirational for music, and it sounds like Dreamer really fits that really well. So I'm not sure, because you never know from reading a brief description about a song.
And obviously this is the first time reaction to this. Yeah,
so we'll have to make sure that we come back to Ozzy in the future, and you guys can drop a comment down low and let us know if you do want us to do Mama, I'm Coming Home, or maybe something else, because there's so much of his catalog that we haven't checked out yet.
Tons of songs.
But it's been an interesting experience. Ozzy's always a great entertainer, that's for sure.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed it, doing both the Black Sabbath stuff and seeing how they emerged and developed as a group, and then how he had his own solo career has been really cool.
All right, without further ado, let's get into and remember a little more Ozzy Osbourne.
Gazing through the window at the world outside, wondering, will Mother Earth survive? Hoping that mankind will stop abusing her sometime. After all, there's only just the two of us, and here we are, still fighting for our lives, watching all of history repeat itself time after time.
Let's go.
I'm just a dreamer, I dream my life away. I'm just a dreamer who dreams of better days. I watch the sun go down like every one of us. I'm hoping that the dawn will bring a sign, a better place for those who will come after us this time. I'm just a dreamer, I dream my life away.
All right, before we get into the solo, because I don't know how long.
Whoa,
it's
that
gonna
guitar
be.
is cool.
What's that? Oh, yeah. So I'll rewind it a little bit so we can build up into that. Sam, what are you thinking about this one thus far?
I feel like the lyrics are very impactful, and his vocal delivery it's nothing overly complicated, but I feel like it goes very well with the message. The song's very clear, easy to understand, and like a melodic flow, kind of talking about, we keep repeating history and doing these things to ourselves and taking advantage of Mother Nature and, kind of having this conflict, and that, he has a dream for the future of a better place and for the generations to come to not have to go through that, right? And us to make better decisions so that the next generations to come can be positively impacted. I think that's also reflected in the video, right, with him. And then he has all these younger kids around, basically showing like they're laughing and smiling and playing. And he's kind of showing like, these are the next generation to be impacted. So we have to be smart with our decisions.
Yeah. He's talking about the generations to come, and I said in the beginning, maybe we'll do something that's a little more positive feeling related to Ozzy, and even still, it's hard not to look at this because he's talking about his dreams and what he envisions, and he's no longer here, right, to talk about those dreams anymore. So that's obviously going to hit you in your heart a little bit, but at the same time, he's like leaving this vision for you, which is kind of cool that we're watching this now because we get to see this, vision that he's left, which obviously, should resonate with everybody in the sense that it's about humanity, right? It's not about a specific group of people. It's about the entirety of everybody. It's like, how are we going to move forward? And looking at it from the lens that's beyond just your everyday, day-to-day activities. And so I think it's really cool from that perspective. And it also reminds me, I don't think we've done it on the channel yet, and I don't know if you're going to be entirely familiar with it because you're not entirely familiar with John Lennon. Obviously, I've talked about, my familiarity with the Beatles, and this does give me like a more rock, it's definitely not metal, but like a rock ballad feel of Imagine by John Lennon with this piano vibe, right? And like, it's so beautiful. The piano's so beautiful. This ballad feel is so beautiful. The backing vocals are really, really powerful, so dramatic. And then you have this like, just this offset of Ozzy's vocal, the lead vocal, which, is like not what I was expecting at all coming into this, cross between this ballad, heavy piano ballad and Ozzy's vocal, but it works. It's like just impactful. And I think that's what made Ozzy so unique is he just had a way of composing songs that really fit his personality and his vocal really, really well. But on the surface, you would think like, I don't know if this is going to work. And then it just does. He puts it together in such a great way.
Yeah. Like I feel like there's a lot of power coming from the instrumentation side. And like you said, this kind of like drama, impactful, powerful vibe, but then his vocal delivery is so relaxed and melodic because he's like explaining this dream, and it's just like kind of this like melodic light flow. You know what I mean?
Really beautiful lyrics all around. I mean, I'm really enjoying that, and he's obviously it was interesting when we first got into Black Sabbath. We were, I think there was discussion about it being satanic at the time, right? And it's just so interesting to see his entire career play out because he was clearly very much a believer in Christ at the end of his life. And you can even see that in here. This is 2001, we said 2002, right? And this is, 23 years ago. And, you see the visions of the cross and everything there.
It's just such a weird contrast, though, because like he's the Prince of Darkness and he dresses so darkly and there's like all these dark visuals, but then that's offset by like clearly, like you said, he still has images representative of Christianity in there. So.
Well, I think that's also why it's important to listen to what somebody says, and what they do rather than
just how they look.
Yeah, taking judging a book by its cover, right?
Yeah.
I'm living in a dream of fantasy. Oh yeah.
really beautiful musicianship all throughout that orchestral feels, lush orchestration, and strings, the keys, just really build throughout, and dramatic and so impactful, and just again, I think it's a cool way for us to come back to Ozzy after he has passed away, and leaving his mark with a great message.
Yeah, for sure. And then the back half there, I just thought about how he was talking about, coming together and how like essentially we need each other. And, we have our differences, but like that's not as important as coming together to set the stage for the future, right? So I think it's like, especially in today's society, there's lots of division. And sometimes it's like you're allowed to have your opinions and you can have your differences, but the most important thing should be like how the state of the world is for everybody now and moving forward, right?
Yeah, I think again, it's like taking that broader lens. You zoom out and you look at the entire world. It's like we've done, going a little further than that, we've done videos on the universe, right?
Mm-hmm.
How vast the universe is.
Yep.
And then I've had this happen to myself before, right? Where you start to look at the sky and you're like, wow, I'm so small.
Yeah.
Right? And I think that as human beings, too often we get caught up in that, right? Where we think our problems are the biggest problems in the world, and they're the only problems that exist. When if we just try to zoom out a little bit and be like, no, we're actually all on this planet together, and we're all working towards the same goal as a human species.
Yeah.
That hopefully in the long run that we can all kind of live in harmony to a degree. And I think that's kind of what Ozzy was talking about here. So I enjoyed this, really enjoyed coming back to it. Great song, very powerful. Like I said, I don't know if it was the melody or what that I was getting those Imagine vibes from John Lennon, but the keys definitely played a role in that.
Maybe we have to do that too.
Maybe you guys can let us know. So any closing thoughts, Sam, before we go?
I really enjoyed it, and I thought it was really cool to see another side of Ozzy and his musical catalog, I guess, because a lot of the other stuff he had done was a little bit more heavy, right? A little bit more of
Way
like
different.
kind of, yeah. So it was cool to see this from him as well, to honor him.
All right, guys, hit the like button, comment down below, subscribe. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.
Thanks for watching.